Greetings and welcome to a new episode of Tales of Kartonia. It's been a long time since my previous episode. Poor Ben's feeling all neglected, aren't you, boy? Because I haven't been playing in this world since my last episode. Maybe just a bit, but not much at all. The reason I have not put out any new episodes is because of some personal circumstances. Although those were not my fault, I do apologize for my complete lack of communication. That's just unprofessional. So I'm sorry about that. I have done a couple of things to the base, not too much though. As you can see, the furnaces here are gone. So is the workbench over there. They have been moved here. You see the furnaces. The entire wall behind these chests is made out of furnaces. Not really for a practical reason. And I can access them like this, and if I need to smelt a lot of things at once, I can also easily access those corner ones. All the others are going to be a pain to access. It's possible, but meh. And of course the floor, the ceiling is different. If you're wondering why is there a light block here, well, that's the crafting bench. I thought it was practical. I am currently running that's the wrong button. Yeah, the 1.5 pre-release. They added a lot of cool things. One of the things is lighting. As you can see, you have this on the stairs. You have dark, light, dark, light. Now, if you go to your video settings, you see smooth lighting. Before it was off and on. Now you have minimum, which is actually just the on of the previous versions, and you have maximum. This way the transition of light on stairs is a lot better. It's just a bit more eye pleasing. Really just eye candy, but oh well. I've also organized a bit. There are three things I want to do in this base, or around this base, that's why we're back over here. First off, a chicken farm. This is what we're going to do today, without doubt. I need arrows, and for arrows I need feathers, because I do not have a skeleton spawner anywhere nearby. Second thing to do is a potion room. We may get to that today, but I can't promise. And third, we need some form of experience farm, a way to get experience really fast. Right now I'm doing it through cooking stuff, which is not fast at all. And this is also slightly changed. Put in another one of these. Can't remember really if I already had to last time. And I put up item frames to show what's growing. They do not show what's in this chest, although in this case it's true. In this case it's not. It just shows what's growing in this lane. As here and here. And oh yeah, this tunnel. I constructed this. It's not done, as you can see. And in case you are wondering where it is headed, I will show you. This, excuse me, you might recognize is the branch mine. I'm not going down there again. I would like to have one episode where I'm not in my mine. So, we're just going to start off with a chicken farm, as I already mentioned. And I'm going to place it right here. I wanted to keep it away from my base because chickens make a lot of noise and I don't really like that. And it's also pretty far away from my branch mine, if not horizontally then vertically. And I've done a really good job this time, I must say. I have even prepared the materials I think I'll be needing. It's not a lot. It's going to be a very small chicken farm. It's my own design, so I'm kind of curious to see how it will work out. So yeah, let me cut some rock. Here we are. I cut away the rock. As I already mentioned, it's going to be rather small. I'm just going to line the back with cobblestone. I know that some of you might be thinking, why did you cut it out if you're going to replace it with cobblestone? Anyway, purely for looks. Now in this build, which is actually a big word for something so small, that's not really relevant. In this construction I am going to use hoppers. The previous chicken farms I have constructed used water to keep the chickens floating and collect the eggs. But with the addition of the hoppers, that's no longer necessary. I will show you. I believe this is how you make them. Yeah, I haven't made too many hoppers just yet. So I'm going to put a chest here and here. I will explain it in more detail in just a moment. And of course this is going to be a pain to place. That's one. And an important thing to note is that when I'm placing these, let's make this easier for me. There we go. When placing these, I'll make sure to face this chest, because if I just plant it over there, something comes into the hopper, this hopper will try and push its items into the rock below, which of course is not very helpful. This is. As you can see, there's a little, going to make it more visible, little funnel pointing this way, meaning that any items going in here will be funneled this way. Can even demonstrate that. Went into the hopper and it went to the chest. Lovely. So what's going to happen now is that chickens will live here. When they lay an egg, it will get into the hopper and into the chest. And of course there's the small problem of keeping the chickens in there and getting new chickens in there. For, you know, you get eggs, but how do you turn those eggs into something useful? Like chickens. Well, that's not very hard, to be honest. Let's see. Got this. And those of you who know what you can craft with this may already know what I'm going to do. First off, I'm going to create 2 bows. Here we go. And this is a new item, the dropper. It's like the dispenser, forgot its name, but it differs in a small point. Dispenser shoots it out, the dropper just drops it. The difference is that if you put an egg in a dropper, the dropper will just drop an egg. If you put an egg in an expander, the expander will shoot the egg, breaking it and allowing a new chicken to hatch. Possibly. So I'm going to no. Is this also? No. Just wondering if that's working the same way as logs do. But I just have to do it like that. Well, that works. Here we go. Give me my cobble back. And I fell. Certainly, why not? Let's see. Yeah, I can wall this up now. Do want some lighting. It would be fancier to put something else in there, but like glowstone or... No, even glowing pumpkins could work, but yeah. This is, after all, nothing more than a temporary base. That, however, has to go. So, here we are. Next we place buttons, so that something in the dispenser, we press the button, it shoots it out. Next step is finding a way to kill the chickens. And that's rather easy. That's way too much. Why did I do that? Oh, whatever. Do it like this, we can reach the chickens inside, and the chest can still open, which is rather important. And I'll just do a quick... no, I'll just do it on camera. I'll remove this, and this, and not like that, like this. So this is spawn free, and this creates a nice stair. And the chests are still easily accessible. Lovely. And that's my high-tech chicken farm. It's that easy, really. Now, in case you're wondering, man, why did you make 2 of those? Well, let's get my eggs. That took quite a while, by the way. Put them in here. This one will be for breeding chickens. So these will drop eggs, and those eggs will go into this one. And the chickens that grow up over here, here skeleton, I will kill for their meat and their feathers. I'm wondering if I can reach it, but time will tell. So let's see if it all works. Well, it's shooting, but don't know. Ah! Brilliant! I can even feed them seeds if I want to. If I so desire. And this is going to take a while. 128 eggs later, and this is the result. Hello guys. I don't know how many chicken are in there, and I can't fully test the system until they are grown and can actually lay eggs. This is a fairly compact way of breeding chicken and getting their loot. Of course, there are 2 ways you can use this design. I also put in stairs for, well, just because they look nice and it allows you to see them better. There are 2 ways you can use this design. This is the continuous version, so you have a group of chicken that provide the eggs. This group is not killed off, only expanded if necessary. Those eggs are used in this column, and you just save up a lot of eggs until this one is full, shoot them all out, and wait for them to go and kill them all off, and do the next. You can also use a batch system, which means you have only 1 column, so it takes a 3 by 3 by whatever height you wish, and you just shove in a lot of eggs, shoot them out, wait for them to all grow, and get like 9 stacks of new eggs, because you can get 9 in here, but it's just an example. Kill them all off and start the cycle again. I prefer this continuous one, but that's my personal preference. So that's chicken farm. Did I get it on? Here we go. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if it works, to be honest. I'm guessing it works, but to be sure I need those chickens to grow up, and they haven't done that yet, so I can't really strike them off just yet. Anyway, I'm going to start preparing to do this point. Yeah, I think we have enough time for that. Let me check. Here we are, Chicken Breeder version 2. I had stairs here, but replaced them with full blocks and put some glass just to be able to see inside a bit. As you may notice, there's only 1 adult chicken in there. and there's one chick down there. Somehow, this combination of slab and stairs above it allowed the chickens to escape. So when I was coming from there, looking from how are my chickens doing, they were all over the place. So I do have some feathers and some meat now, but that was not my plan. However, this one chicken has proved this concept works. But yeah, a new chicken. Because most of the chickens died out here, I will need to refill this for quite some time. This is the area I have in mind for the potion room. This little room will be for storing the ingredients and maybe the potions, but at least ingredients. Or actually it would be better if I would store more potions here, ingredients over here, and the actual brewing place over here. Yeah, I'll do that. But I have encountered a cave, and I thought, you know, I could go in and clear it and say nothing about it, but that will be boring. Because apparently they changed the way skeletons behave, they're more dangerous. And I'm going to test that. Well, of course this is the coward's way of testing that, but... Alright, this was rather disappointing. Can harvest some dirt, which is good because I need dirt and cobble. Did I just say cobble? I meant coal. There we go. There's always more. There's way too much lighting. So we'll deal with that later. I'm going to get that. Yeah, when I'm mining I just do like this. So I can keep my hotbar free and it will just fill up here. For, you know, I got like this right now, so if I drop it on the floor, it would normally, if these were full stacks entirely, they would just get into your hotbar. Well, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I have come prepared once again. Let's see. I'm going to first things first. I'm going to replace this stone with wooden columns like those. That's repetitive. You've seen me do it many times. So I'm going to I'm not even going to fast forward it. It's too boring for that. I'm going to cut it entirely. And here we have version 3. I had another chicken escape. It's kind of getting on my nerves because I don't really understand it. So I've changed the half slab that was here and turned it to a stairs. I have no clue why that should work, to be honest. The half slab didn't, and this probably won't either, but it's worth a shot, because if it's not this, then it's probably something to do with the chests over there, but really there is no space for them. They are more than half a block high, so they should not be able to go through here, and even if they could stand where the chest was at, they could not go through there. So perhaps that with loading and unloading of chunks they just decide to load next to it, but that's the only other option I can think of, and if that is the case then this entire setup will not work. But I'll keep you updated on that. Meanwhile, we should get going on this again. Let's see. It's going to be approximately the same as the storage room design. Like so. This side and on this side as well. For now I'll put some torches. When there are chests over here that's no longer necessary, but they're not over there just yet. I'm thinking that actually let's do it different. This is way more space than we need if you're going to do it like that. So let's change it up a little. Like so. I'm going to do it one higher. Yeah. So we have room for chests over here. Don't really want more than that, because yeah, this is 5 by 2 times 2, so that's already a lot of chests, to be honest. There we go. Same over here. Oh, of course, there's always one half slab that just decides not to cooperate. And it go. And then the final one over here. There we go. So that's the basic layout. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those two. And oh, this is the junk chest. And this is the actual crafting materials chest. So here we go. Let's make a brewing stand. Yeah, probably not going to need those anymore. I might just need those. Purely aesthetic though. Yeah. Thinking. To be honest, I didn't really think about this part too much yet. I really should have done that. Yeah, I should. I'll be right back. I'm keeping my eye on those chickens. So far, so good, but I really haven't been out of this junk loading radius. Oh, you hear the egg and went in. So that's proof conceptually it works. I'm leaving the eggs in there for now, and yeah, I want to have a backup in case this really doesn't work and I lose all my chickens. I'd have no eggs to start new chickens. This is the design I came up with, eventually. I am using quartz because I really like this block and because I can. So we have up to 5 brewing stands here, and you can just access the water between those, which is perfect. And I'm going to place a chest over there. This is a stair, in case you might wonder. And that's the wrong chest. And in that chest I'm going to put empty bottles. So you have your empty bottles, you have your water, and your brewing stand. As I mentioned, this is going to be for the ingredients. It's good to have those right next to you. So I have ingredients over there and over there. This is going to be for the finished potions. It's going to place in random chests. And the point of this is in fact that what I'm doing right now isn't very practical. Give me back. Thank you. No, just checking if it's the fault of my bland iron axe that takes so long, or if they suddenly changed it to being pickaxes. But my axe is to blame. Yeah? The point is I want each ingredient and each potion in its own chest. And that means, oh yes, we're going to need trapped chests. And why? Well, that's rather easy. Like that. Give me back that torch. And like so. We'll have a row of chests. And in each chest a different ingredient can be stored. So I need these two back as well. I'm going to make a couple more chests. fill this out, at least in one layer, and I'll be back to you. I placed all the chests, as you can see. Normal, trapped, normal, trapped, normal. Trapped is clearly visible from that red circle around it. And yeah, the potion room is operational. I wouldn't say done, I'm not entirely happy with this wall design. It's a bit too hard cut. And well, apart from that, actually it's fine. And of course there needs to be some marking. I think I'll do it over there. Or maybe on the chests, since you can reach them from the top. No problem. Anyway, putting that aside, we finished the potion room. So that's good. There's one thing we can strike off. There we go. This will have to come next time, and yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. Next episode, I'll tell you how that went eventually. And as soon as we have those things sorted out, I can finally start working on the actual base again. Because yeah, well, the problem right now with that build is I need a lot of dirt, and I don't want to go around digging with my iron shovel. I want a diamond shovel for that, or else it's going to take ages to collect all that dirt. But I need experience to enchant that shovel. So yeah, that's why I need experience, and the what do you call it? The chicken farm is necessary for arrows, which of course is also necessary for grinding experience a bit. And I just really like having a bow and arrow, and I feel kind of naked without one. And this sound must be really annoying, isn't it? Oh, bummer. That's the downside of this entire setup. And let's see, put this over there, and the bones burr. It will really help if I remember all those things. Cobble goes in here. And dirt in here. I don't have much of that. Tools. And yeah, well, I'm going to demolish the other chest, and I will see you again next time. They're still in there.